Hi, my friends. Sandra from ForYourChi.com here with your weekly tarot and oracle card reading for August 12th through August 18th of 2019. Some of you may have just saw my Facebook post, if you're Facebook friends with me, that I had a child who had a lockdown situation at school yesterday. I received a warning early in the morning. Something appeared to me that indicated that something in my world may have gone sideways. I had already done my protection that morning, so I placed an extra layer of protection that I do when I feel that extra protection is needed, that I teach in my videos. And it turns out there was a man that had been arrested with a gun, a drunk man with a gun on campus at my daughter's school. And they apprehended him and found the gun before he had a chance to use it. Now, there's no saying that he would have used it, but there's always that possibility with a drunk man on campus, obviously. So there were lots of people concerned on social media, messaging back and forth, but I heard privately from several of you who purchased my video, the protection video, and had placed the protection on their children that morning and did the extra layer of protection. And it not only did it help you not worry about the situation, but you had peace and ease, and it ended up in the best possible outcome that we could have had here. He was caught before anything ever happened. And I have to believe that that was us and our protection work. And I'm very proud. This is a very proud moment for me, because not only was I not concerned about it after I heard the message, I was texting my daughter telling her, look, you know what I teach here, you know what I practice, and you're safe in all ways no matter what happens. And she knows that. And it's very comforting to me to hear those words from her, that she knows that she's safe, and that all mothers, all parents can place protection on their children, and it makes a tremendous difference no matter where you send them. It doesn't matter where you send them. Now, I say in my videos that if you have a gut feeling that you should not allow your child to go somewhere, then you need to listen to that gut feeling, because that is part of the protection, right? You can avoid all kinds of incidences by doing this, but the bottom line is, if your gut tells you don't let them go, I don't care where it is, then you need to listen to that message, because that is your guidance, that is your protection. All right, let's move on. And let me just say this. There are several of you who are following my information, my videos. You're getting readings, even if it's once in a while. You people are thriving with me in this energy of the new world. We are at a point where the veil has been ripped in two, and we are experiencing immediate manifestation, whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not, or whether you want it or not. It's here. So you might as well get the information and use it to your benefit to bring you the things you desire rather than the things that you fear. Okay. We're going to move on to this reading here. Now, I feel like I don't normally pull these cards, so this is going to be interesting. The card for Monday, Tuesday is Prosperity Begins, and this is the Planting the Seed card. This is a business idea. You may already have a business idea, and if that's true and you haven't started to work on it, then this week, please, at the very least, get a pencil and paper and write your ideas down. Because this is a money maker. This will bring you money in the future. If you already have an idea, then this is the green light means go, that you need to start on it. At least start, even though you can't drop everything and do it right now. The card for midweek is Crown Chakra. I love this card. This is how I get my information. And you're going to be getting psychic information that drops into your mind, and I call it prophetic moments. And these are messages from your guides, your angels, your higher power. Also, how to, it's regarding take action. And I'm getting that some of you are going to be getting messages about your new business idea. And this could even be a new idea about a book for some of you. I have several of you that are writers here, and the writing creativity is coming up. Even though we didn't pull the creativity card this week, it's still underneath the surface, and it's just waiting to come out. It's waiting to flow. And the card for this weekend is Stand Your Ground. So we know what this means. This means stand up for yourself, stick up for yourself and your beliefs, okay? Don't let anybody railroad you, walk on you. You are in the right here, and you need to set your boundaries, and don't let anyone walk over the boundaries. Draw the line in the sand. I tell clients that all the time. Now, this week is a little different. I know I've used this deck before, but I rarely pull it out for YouTube readings. Something told me to do that this week. I pulled the Past Life deck from Brian Weiss, and we have the Egyptian card here, the first card. So this is talking about a lifetime that some of you have had in Egypt. And some of you may be drawn to Egyptian decor, statues, stuff like that, as have I. When I first met my husband, he had and still has the Eye of Horus tattoo on his arm. And there was something about that I knew before then, but I knew when I saw that he was the one. So I love Egyptian stuff. I love pyramids. When I went to Las Vegas, I made sure we booked a room in the Luxor. And we had a spa session in the basement of the Luxor. And there was just something about being in the basement of the pyramid that was incredibly powerful. I could feel it surging through me just as I talk about it. It's exciting. Now, if some of you are strictly opposed to Egyptian relics, statues and things of that nature, that could mean that you've had some trauma from an Egyptian lifetime. Ask your higher power that come to the surface to be revealed and healed for you. I also pulled farm. Now, for some of you, this is going to mean that you need to start growing your own vegetables, shrubbery, trees, plants, flowers. Whatever you have had the feeling that you need to grow, you need to start doing this. Or if you've had the feeling that you don't know how to grow things, but you need to learn, please do that. Go get a book about square foot gardening. It's very awesome. There are no weeds, barely, and it's very easy to do. It's not difficult. And something told me to pull a third card. This will not be for all of you, but some of you have an issue from a past lifetime that comes up regarding an infant. Now, this could be your child, or you could have had trauma as an infant in a past lifetime that's surfacing. And I'll give you an example of this. In a past lifetime, I had a baby taken from me, and the trauma of that manifested in this lifetime after I stopped nursing my firstborn, and it manifested physically as fibrocystic breasts. So it happened overnight. Literally the night before I had nothing, I stopped nursing, I woke up and I felt lumps everywhere and everywhere in that tissue. And it was alarming. I went to the doctor. They said, yes, lots of women have this. For most, it sort of happens slowly. It doesn't happen overnight. But that was my body's, we have something called, and I talked about this before, but I don't talk about it often, called cell memory. And what that means is your mind does not recall the past lifetime, but your DNA does. And so something will trigger trauma from a past lifetime, whether that be emotional, physical, you name it. And in this case, it was the act of not giving birth, but stopping nursing with my first infant, the first time I nursed and the first time I stopped. And bam, there it was. And the body was recognizing trauma of stopping that nursing when I had that infant taken from me. So if you are experiencing any physical signs, symptoms, been diagnosed with something that's out of the blue, this very well could be from a past life and something has triggered it. It could be the timing of something. It doesn't have to be as invasive as having a baby and stopping nursing. I don't want to suggest that, because it could be a small thing that triggered it. It could be that you've just turned the age of 26, and 26 is when you experienced the trauma of a past lifetime. Now, some of you can go find a hypnotherapist that does past life regression, and you can get hypnotized and recall the event, and as soon as it's recalled, the body and the mind and the soul have a recognition, and it's just bam, over. Now, for a portion of you like me who cannot be hypnotized, you'll have to go about it another way. You could do something called an Akashic Records clearing, where a practitioner that is knowledgeable in that field goes back to that lifetime and that point in time and releases it from your timeline, so you don't have to experience it for the rest of your life. But regardless, there is help available to you, and so many people suffer from this and they have no idea. They go to all these doctors, and the doctors, might be helping them with their symptoms, but they're not really helping them with the underlying condition as far as fixing it, curing it. I know you hear what I'm saying, right? It happens all the time. So you have to go elsewhere to get that relief. And that's what I'm here for, folks. I'm here to bring you the ease and the fix to your problems in a world where it can be difficult to find an ease to a fix. And I talk to people every single day that have gone to all these professionals to try to get some help, and they can't get out of bed because they're too depressed, even with meds and psychotherapy and you name it. And then they call me and I do some energy work, my amazing energy work, and it's fixed in 1, possibly 2 sessions. In no case have I done more than 2 sessions where a person did not feel relief for the same subject matter. In a rare instance, I'll have to do 2 sessions, but usually it only takes 1. Or if I see before I even start to work on you that what I'm doing is not going to help you, I can definitely point you to the right place where you can get some help. All right? All right, thanks so much for listening, watching. Please like and share my YouTube channel. Please considering hitting the subscribe button on YouTube and getting notifications whenever I upload a new video. And if you would like a private reading with me, please send me a message on Facebook if we're Facebook friends, or you could always send me an email at foryourchi@gmail.com. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great week.